All right, this is the Welder Up rant today. Just sitting here thinking about some things and some stuff that's been bothering me about the electric car. Now, I know there's some people that are really digging the electric car, like my manager, Joe. Like, he loves these electric cars. And to me, I feel like if they don't really burn petroleum, that in my generation right now, it's not cool. You know what I mean? And then you got to go back into time in history. Now, one of the very first cars that was ever developed was an electric car, but they didn't run them very long because the gas engine came in the early 1900s also and took them out. Okay, we're just now getting back into the electric car. I think some of the great things about an electric car is, well, I can't really think of nothing right now, to be honest with you, so give me a minute and something will come up. Now, but at the end of the day, I feel like the electric car pushes you into someone that you're really not. It drives me crazy. They're the first ones to cut you off. It's just like I pull up at a light in my 55 Chevy. Now all of a sudden they're cool. They're like, yeah, that car's cool. But it's the only car all day that you give thumbs up to. There's a guy in a Honda Accord, you're not giving thumbs up. There's a guy in a Camaro, you want to race the guy. If there's a guy in a Mustang, you want to flip him off. But if a guy pulls up in a 55 Chevy or 57 Chevy, something that he's made in his shop, now all of a sudden he gets the respect from you. Other than that, all day long, you guys just kind of run people over. It's just my opinion. All right, now before I said that I didn't really have anything, that's a lie. The good thing about electric cars, think about it, no maintenance. There's no maintenance on an electric car. You can run them into almost infinity as long as your batteries hold up. Now, I don't know if you know anything about electric car, but the whole bottom end of an electric car usually is just full of batteries. I don't know enough about electric cars to know what goes wrong with them, but I know that they're very low maintenance until you probably get into a wreck with them. But I think that the good thing about it is that it's very cost effective. You can drive the car a long ways without putting any money into gas or oil. I mean, the maintenance on it alone, you're gonna save money. Okay, let's talk about charging the batteries on the car. Now, say you're driving a daily driver, a Camaro, SS Camaro, okay? And the other guy's got a Tesla. Say I'm gonna drive here to California and back. So for me to drive to California, I can just get in my Camaro, drive down there and not worry about how I'm gonna put fuel in this thing, right? There's gas stations everywhere. The electric car, now the problem with that is you gotta find like a super station, basically where you pull your Tesla or whatever electric car you have, you pull it in, you plug it in, and in a hurry at a super station, which you gotta find, is gonna be like an hour and 30 minutes to probably charge your car. If not, you're looking at 12 to 24 hours to charge your car on probably a 110 at your house. So it makes it hard if you drive home from work and your battery's dead to just go, hey, honey, do you wanna go to dinner tonight? Oh, shoot, I can't. My battery's dead in my car. That's one of the things that I see with the electric car that in today's society right now, it's not very convenient as far as like charging your car. Okay, and then also the power. What's it take to make the power? Let's say in 30 years from now, we're all gonna have electric cars because that's the way it's going, you know? My dad's generation of the hot rods, the big horsepower cars, the 427s, the 426s, the big block Chevys, you know, the shit that eats up gasoline, those days are gonna be gone here pretty soon, I think, with this electric car. People want that clean air. They wanna look like they're clean, okay? But the reality is like there's a couple different ways to generate power for this electric car. One is wind, okay? Another one is water. And another one for sure is a power plant. Now, the most effective energy that we could get is a power plant, okay? What does it take to run a power plant? It takes a lot of coal. And I've seen lots of trains right here going down the railroad track to California to generate power. So what they're doing is they're burning all this coal, which is screwing up the environment, right? To generate power for all our electricity. But I just get a kick out of it because everybody thinks they're so perfectly clean and we're better than you. You drive a petroleum car, you're screwing up our environment. Whatever, you don't know the ends of it all the way. So there is some things out there that are debatable about the energy that it takes to run an electric car. Batteries, the stuff that's in the batteries. What do you do with the batteries say in 50 years from now? All these cars are gonna be scrapped because nothing's worth shit anymore. what are you going to do with all the batteries? So now we've made millions and millions of tons of batteries that we have to dispose. Where is that going to go and how do we do it? You know, that's not very good for the environment either in the next 50 years. A lot of these petroleum ran vehicles right now, we just crush them, turn them into scrap, and we remake stuff out of them. All right, then we have the diesel engine, which is, I guess, the biggest controversy in the EPA world today. But the thing that's funny about the diesel engine, it'll sneak up on you. You know, back in the 20s when Clancy Cummins went ahead and built the diesel engine, he ran it from coast to coast on peanut oil. Literally, you could pour a vegetarian product into this thing and run it on it. Now that's not all though, you could run it on animal fat. Merlin Johnson, which is my mechanic, every time he shows up in my house, it smells like Taco Bell. Because he is burning, seriously, Chico's tacos right out the exhaust pipe of his truck. He mixes his fuel right. He says it costs him about $1 a gallon to run his truck on fuel. At the end of the day, with the certain diesel engines that you could run back in the old days, you could run used engine oil in it, transmission fluid. You could mix anything you want in it and run it. So I think a lot of people need to understand that. Like when you start talking shit about the diesel engines, which they do roll coal, there's a lot of guys out there that are really making a lot of fuel in these trucks and they're rolling coal out of their trucks, my kids. But at the end of the day, those vehicles that are rolling coal like that, you could definitely run a biofuel through it, which could be plant-based or it could be animal-based. And I don't know, I kind of had a little rant today. I wanted to share it with you guys. Like this video, share it, and comment, because I'd like to know what you think about what's going on with all this stuff, these electric cars coming up. And it's not that I'm against it. I just think that it's a topic I like to talk about once in a while because I get so much slack with my diesel engines. So it might be something that you guys are interested in. So make sure you comment and let us know. Thanks.